What's up my beautiful people, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome. Kindly hit that red subscribe button below for the returning subscribers. We love you so much. Thank you for always coming back. If you're always a returning subscriber, our regards to you. Thank you for always coming back. And as you've already read the title of this video, it's been like a month. Is it a month since I did a reaction video, and I miss these things, so you've already read the title of this video. You know who is on what here today, you know who you are going to talk about today, you know what you are going to talk about today, and today's video is all about Mara. Sorry for that background, people are singing. It's on a Sunday, and let's get into the video. There is a video that Mara posted, about, visiting this rich dude, this rich guy that he had met, previously back in Las Vegas together with Richard the Traveler, So he is meeting this rich dude in Brazil. You guys, I already watched that video, and in that video, of course, it was Mara interviewing this dude, this rich dude here, and Mara in all the things that he is encountering in that villa or in that dude's mansion. He wants all the things to be in his house, that he is constructing, all the things that he sees there. He admires. I want all these things to be in my mansion house. And I'm not saying that it is bad to admire. Of course it is good to admire, and it is good to have these people, this rich or people who are above you, so that you may, they can be an inspirational to you, So I'm not saying that if Mara was doing a bad thing to admire the things that this Brazilian rich dude is having, and of course this is South America. Brazil is in South America. Mara is in Africa. Brazil, it is a developed country. This country, it is already developed. It developed many years back. Africa, it is still developing. Africa continent, it isn't yet developed. But of course, the people like Mara who have gone into YouTube and started earning some money or some huge amount of money, and starting to change the narratives of their home, of their village. They are starting to traveling all over the world, seeing different things, seeing classy buildings. They are trying to make this thing to come to their village, so that the people of their village can see this thing. It can also happen in the villages. So Mara constructing his villa, of course, in Nyabohanse village. It has left people or netizens talking back in Nyabohanse village, because this thing of constructing a big villa, a house full of glasses, it has never happened, in that village, in Nyabohanse village, So the villagers or people from Nyabohanse village, seeing you constructing this, this big villa, this big mansion, they are in shock. They have never seen this thing happening. I'm bringing this issue out because Mara was speaking to this dude. What is his name? Tim. Mara was speaking to this dude, this Brazilian rich guy, Tim, that people are jealous back in Nyabohanse village because he has constructed this villa, and that villa of Tim, it is surrounded by rich neighborhoods, or their neighbors, they're just rich, they're just surrounded by big villas. And Mara is trying to relate, his own villa back in Nyabohanse village, and this villa that it is in Brazil, which it is a developed country, and it's not a big deal to see, this big villa, these big mansions full of glasses, that it is a big deal back in Nyabohanse village. Why am I bringing this issue here? It's because Mara was speaking of people are jealous back in Nyabohanse village They are jealous because he has constructed this villa, and the neighbors, the people who are feeling jealous, they haven't constructed this villa. But it is normal. It is normal back in the villages, guys. What do you think? What do you guys think? Please drop your comments down below on the comment section. Because you imagine in an African village, deep in an African village, you see a boy, he has started constructing this, this big villa that you are just always seeing them, in cities or in big towns, that you've never seen in a village. Why will people not talk about this thing? How has he managed to construct this big villa? We are just used to them being constructed in cities. And of course, even people with money, this is the truth, even people with money nowadays, you can't see them constructing these big villas in the villages, but they will rather some they will rather purchase a land in city or in a big town and construct this big villa, because they know that opportunities, they are there in cities and towns and not in the villages. Many people prefer to construct this business, these things like big villas, the thing that David Jr. is constructing back in Nyabohanse village, this I don't know, the business center. Many people prefer to construct them in the cities or in towns rather than villages, guys. Or what do you guys think? Please drop your comments down below on the comment section and let us have a conversation. Because the way Maro was speaking about touring this big villa mansion, multi-million villa of this Brazilian dude team, he was speaking as if him constructing this villa in Nyabohanse village, people should be used to it. I'm bringing this issue because Brazil is a developed country. Africa, Kenya, it is still developing. It is on its own. So people are not used to these kinds of houses, and that's the truth. And Maro was speaking about admiring all the things that he is seeing in that mansion. And that the villa of Marwa, is it 75% done or 80% done? But he wants to bring all the things that there are in Tim's villa to his own house or to his own villa. But the house, it is 90 or 85% done. Will it be undone? Will it be undone? And what I know about construction is that the mind that you're having your house to be, you have to present your mind to the engineer or the constructor before starting building your villa, not after finishing up building your villa. It will not make sense. It doesn't make sense, because this idea, it has to be there before this villa was started constructed, but not after the villa it has been constructed. Meaning that there are some parts that Mara will undo in that villa and put the things that he wants, that he has seen in Tim's villa. Speaking of the gate, of course he hasn't put the gate yet, but he spoke about he wants the gate to be like that of Tim. Of course he hasn't done the gate. Of course, the issue of him wanting the gate to be as same with that of Tim, it can be, but there was this issue of wardrobe. He also spoke about wardrobe. I want also my wardrobe in my villa back in Nyabohanse village to be as same as this wardrobe that I'm seeing in this team's villa. But some materials, even I don't know if you will import them, but some materials, this is the bitter truth, but some materials, even you can't find them in Kenya, that you are seeing them in Brazil. Some materials you can't just find them in Kenya. Switched on the lights. I want my lights to be as this I want also my lighting, my villa back in Nyabohanse village. When it comes to lighting, I also want my lighting to be as same as this Tim's villa, as same as these lights that are in Tim's villa. That is what he spoke. But are there these people, are engineers, or I don't know, architects, or I don't know, constructors who do these things in Brazil? Do they have the same knowledge while in Kenya? Guys, I'm not saying that it is bad to admire. Of course it is good to admire, because these are some of the things that it will be giving you motivation, to do the things that you want. Or that I don't need curtains, I will need these blinders. I will not need curtains anymore in my villa. Now he is trying to change his villa to be the same as that of Tim's villa. And guys, you watched that villa, and this is the thing. Of course, rich people, most of the rich people, they don't want to portray themselves they are rich. This is the truth. Many rich people, they just live their normal life, humble life, and they don't bother, telling the world that they are rich, And Mara trying to compare his villa, sorry for that background noise. Maro trying to compare his own villa back in Nyabohanse village and that of Tim's villa back in Brazil, and telling this dude, I didn't know that this villa is small than my Nyabohanse village villa. Trying to compare his villa in that of Tim's. And even you guys, if you watch that video, you could just see that Tim's villa, it is so huge, and it is nothing comparable to Maro. It is actually nothing comparable to Maro, because his villa, it is so huge, and it is so unique and classy. And also the place that it is located, there are more opportunities. It is surrounded by rich neighborhood. It is nearest big towns back in Brazil. But remember, this villa of Maro, it is deep in the village. Deep in the village, the roads that are near the villa, they have so many potholes. Even when you are inviting the so-called rich people like this team, when you are inviting them to visit you or to celebrate your opening of the village, villa back in Nyabohanse village, where will they be driving their big machines, their German machines, with those roads that they're having so many huge potholes? What are your opinions, guys? Please drop them on the comment section. And let us have a conversation, because Maro is trying to relate his villa with that of Tim. I want my villa to be the same as that of Tim. Even there is a subscriber who wants to offer me to construct me a swimming pool in my villa, and my swimming pool also, I want it to be the same as that of Tim's. My swimming pool, that this subscriber will sponsor me to construct this swimming pool in my villa. I will name that swimming pool using this subscriber name. Trying to compare Tim's villa and that of his own. I didn't see the reason of him doing that. I wish that he could just do his tour, the tour of Tim's, this big multi-million villa, without trying to relate with his own villa. Even Tim was feeling like ashamed of himself. Why is this dude trying to relate my own villa that I've bought with multi-millions of dollars with his own villa that even it is not finished yet? There is no electricity in Nyabohanse village. We see that in Nyabohanse village, the electricity, they come even twice a week, or even a week or a month can go without having electricity. Now Marwa had to buy this this generator that could act when electricity is not there. And this big villa, they have all the things that they are in this big villa. They need electricity. Electricity is the most important thing. That's why we always say, and this is the truth, this is the bitter truth. That's why we always say, at least I know Marwa, yes, is a village boy, and he is trying to bring out this narrative to the people that, despite being a village boy, I did this, I did that, I can do this, I can do that. And he is inspiring many people, many young upcoming people, that they are looking up to him. Many people, they are looking up to Marwa. But this thing of him constructing this big villa in his village, surrounded by a river, I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing, but I could say that him bringing that villa, at least in a big town, even that Migori town, or him purchasing just a land in a city, or a house in a city, it could be more privileged. And he could say that he haven't wasted the resources of constructing this house or this villa, because in that village actually there isn't more opportunities. Despite them trying to make Nyabuhanse village be known out here. Now that Nyabuhanse village, it is being known out here, maybe it is going to develop, but it is going to take time. Before it develop. And his own villa, the way he likes just traveling, the villa will be empty, and that villa that he has constructed, he will see it as, he wasted his money. When you compare it, when he could have constructed maybe in Nairobi, Kenya, even that villa, he could be using it as an Airbnb, because we have many tourists that come specifically. They come to Masai Mara, they come to Mombasa, they come to Nairobi Park, and of course they need Airbnb. That villa, if it could be located in the city, maybe like Nairobi, it could be serving also as a business center rather than just being a home, because right now there isn't anybody there. It is just there. They're just cockroaches, rats running here up and down in that villa in Nyabuhanse village. We see that it likes raining. It is very, very green. The water, it is just ruining all the walls in that villa. Many things are just happening in that villa, and it is no longer useful. I know he hasn't yet finished the villa, but I feel like somehow the villa could be so useful when it could be located in town or in cities. But it is Marwa's own villa. It is not my villa. It is just my view. But what are your comments, guys? Please drop them on the comment section. I want us to have a conversation, mostly about Marwa trying to relate his own villa with that of Tim's villa. We know that even Tim himself, he said that he is a software engineer, and he has been in this industry of software engineer for more than 13 years. And you're trying to compare with this person that he has been in this business for so many years. He has invested his money in buying this multi-million house. The sweat that he has put in this software engineer for 13 years. This is 13 years, and you have been on YouTube for like 7 good years, and you can't compare YouTube with software engineer. This dude gets a lot of money, so you can't compare yourself with this dude that have been in this industry for so many years. You're trying to compare with your rich friends. I want my villa to be also the same as that of Tim. I want also my compound to be surrounded with water. This swimming pool, I want to be the same in my villa back in Nyabuhanse village. Trying to compare all the things that this multi-million, this that this rich dude has in his multi-million house, trying to get this, this team a girl. Has he told you that he needs a girl? Has he told you that he needs a girl? Maybe he has a girl and he wants to put it private, but you're trying to bring this whole issue here, trying to search a girl for Tim. Has he told you that he wants a girl? Guys, I want us to have a conversation down below in the comment section. All comments are welcomed, positive, negative, or all comments are welcomed. Feel free to drop your comments down below on the comment section, especially Marwa trying to relate his own villa without of Tim, his own country that is still developing, Kenya that is still developing, with a developed country, Brazil, that developed so many years ago. It is not relatable. It can't be relatable. Trying to compare the neighbors of Tim, where he is surrounded with so many rich neighbors. The neighborhood, it is just super rich. It's trying to compare these neighbors with that of his back in Nyabohanse village, telling people Maxwan he is feeling so jealous that Marwa constructed his own villa, and the neighbors, they have nothing. Now the neighbors, they are feeling so jealous because Marwa constructed this villa. Why can't us also? Why have he also not constructed this villa? Why is he himself that he has constructed this villa? Why is it happening only to him? Why is it success following him himself that they are feeling jealous? No, I don't think if they are feeling jealous, it is just a matter of them seeing these things that they have never seen since they started living there in Nyabohanse village. They have never seen a big villa like that. They have never seen this villa or this big mansion which is just surrounded by glasses all over. Even that Migori country, you can just find 1, 2, 3 buildings like that. So it is normal for them to see this villa, this Marwa's villa, and feel why is it, how did he manage to construct this villa? But I don't think if they are feeling jealous, but it is just a matter of admiring, guys. Or what do you guys think? Please drop your opinions down here on the comment section. Do you think so that Marwa villagers or neighbors, they are feeling so jealous because he has constructed this big villa in that Nyabohanse village that they have never seen? Do you think so that they are so jealous? What are your opinions, guys? Please drop them on the comment section. And the problem with Marwa, he thinks that all the dudes or all the guys, they're just all about crazy about girls, trying to get a message, or trying to get a girl for this team, even giving his subscribers Tim's Instagram account. Has he asked you that he needs a girl? Has he? Maybe he is not ready to just get a girl or a woman of his own, and maybe right now he is just focusing on his career rather than family. So people have different priorities. Maybe in teams priorities, number one, which is coming first, it is career first, building his own career first and being successful first, then getting married. Maybe it is priority number 7, number 8 there. And you, of course, right now, Marwa, you want to get married, so your priority, it can't be other people's priority. Or what do you guys think? Please drop your comments down below on the comment section, because we are seeing that Marwa is forcing this rich dude, this rich team to get married, to get a girl, to get a woman, to get a lady of his dreams. But maybe he himself, he isn't interested What are your opinions, guys? It was all about that I wanted to talk about today. It's been a minute since I did a reaction video. It's been a minute. What are your opinions? Drop your comments down below on the comment section, and let us have a conversation about this issue of Tim, this Las Vegas dude that hosted Richard the Traveler and Marwa. What are your opinions? Please drop them on the comment section, and let us have a conversation. And remember to drop here welcome both negative and positive comments down below, and we will appreciate it. Please drop them on the comment section, and also don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Please give this video a thumbs up, that is if you liked it, and I know you've liked it. If more so you watch that video of Marwa, telling us, touring this this team, rich dude, multi-million villa. What are your opinions? Please drop them on the comment section, and let us have a conversation. And also, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, kindly hit that red subscribe button below. For the returning subscribers, we love you so much. Thank you for always coming back. See you in our next video. Peace. Bye.